So, why spend all your time trying to get in with the times or the trends? Being popular is so overrated, and some people will make you think it's worth it, but it's not actually. Well, I sincerely kind of like being that guy that people kind of underestimate or look upon like the underdog. I mean, we all know those crazy, famous, great stories.
I've been there, in that dark and lonely place.
Whoa, hey, it's not that sad, but he did pull through with some amazing feats, right? I mean, anime nerds, doesn't matter. Let's begin. Not perfect people. Welcome back to the Not Perfect People Project. It's your host, Josh, coming at you with another video. Being popular is so overrated, it can drain you completely. Your social life, gone. You allow yourself to become deprived and miss out on what's truly important. And if I'm talking too much and too fast, I can explain. Working your way to be so-called popular and sit with the popular crowd can honestly become a huge identity crisis in the end. You lose sense of who you are and what you're used to doing and how you do things. You're learning to kind of inspect the world and take what they got going on and put it into yourself. I mean, there's simply just not a care in the world if you're truly being yourself. I mean, life is already out of your control so much. Why would you want to give your identity to everybody else? I mean, popularity is overrated. Trust me. You shouldn't have to trade yourself for cheap validation for people just looking at you through their own personal lens, or shall I say superficial lens there. People need to be themselves no matter what. And honestly, these are just 4 things that I really think that chasing popularity will hinder. And honestly, there are probably a lot more, or probably you don't agree with these, but even if so, this is just kind of my own take on what popularity can take from a person seeking to be themselves. Let me start off with this. The first thing you lose is a sense of fulfillment. True joy comes from personal achievements and genuine connections with others and not external validation. Secondly, you lose a sense of effectiveness in how you truly live life. Being useful and helpful is more rewarding than the act of becoming popular. As you begin to live out the wishes of others to appease them, you can't effectively help or serve people in your own way because you're giving up everything that you are to be them, to be like them, to look like the world that you're so-called trying to live for now. And when you try to look like everything else, you have to keep up a certain image to retain that popularity. You can no longer be effective in who you are because you've totally given it all up. Third, you become an approval addict. And I definitely know how that one feels too. Approval from others can lead to a codependency that you always need that validation from them in order to live one day at a time. It kind of sucks when we get to that point of saying, you know what, that person didn't compliment me today, or I didn't get complimented today, so I'm going to be sad and depressed. I definitely know how that feels, especially as my life as a youth pastor. We all have sought approval from somebody. I was seeking approval from the parents that I was serving. You know, I was serving their kids, and when someone or the parents told me I was doing a good job, that would carry me. But there were some days where I was feeling broken and down, and I got hit really hard with the opinions and the words of some of these parents and sometimes kids. It hurt a lot. Whether it was true or not, I still sought the validation that I thought that I needed to get through my days effectively. And I became an approval addict in some of those ways. And the last point I personally have is you're no longer effective in your leadership role. Leadership is always about doing the right thing, not what's popular. I kind of see a lot of the popular things that people do now, and it's not really the right thing. A lot of them lead to different roads that can sour a person's life. We all have our own respective leadership roles in life. We're all leading others to do things. Now, are you going to take that role to do the right thing with others, or are you going to lead them down a bad road when you get this newfound popularity that has come from the will of other people? Trends have a weird way of giving its weird special stamp of approval. What to wear, what to say, how to walk, how to talk. Even who you are or who you simply hang out with. And don't get me wrong, social norms are very important to an extent, you know? Please, wear clothes outside. Speak with dignity. Make new friends. That's awesome. And brush your teeth. That's a given. Those ones are given. Come on. Those are social norms that we should all be following. I mean, following trends and being popular can really taint the person that you're really supposed to be. I mean, honestly, this world doesn't need any more trendy individuals. Like, I always told myself, I'd rather die an original than a copy of the world. And yeah, I'll say it louder for the people in the back. I'd rather die an original than a copy of the world. I want to be authentically myself at all points in time in my life, and I urge you to do the same. That popularity is not worth chasing, especially for the cheap love and cheap thrills that you think people are going to give you. Because when you're no longer popular, will those people still be around? So, you're not a nobody. You're somebody. And you're somebody special. Remember that. Because there's no other you. And there's no other person who could be like you. Take that, live with it, move on, and be the best you that you can be. Well, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, share. That'd be great. I want everyone to know they're special. You're special. Anyways, I love you guys. See you in the next video. Peace.